Hello and what is happening, everybody? My name is Blizzard Raptor. This is the channel where I play games for your entertainment and I offer my humble opinion on those games. If you are new here, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Like the videos that you watch, leave a comment down below as well. I do like comments, I reply to them all as soon as I see them. Even at the odd hours because I'm probably awake at daft o'clock in the morning because I can't sleep. And let us rock on with Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I am sorry for what happened with Dag. It could not have been easy. May he rest in peace.
Jorvik is now free of the Order's influence.
Brilliant as ever, my friend. Thank you for all you have done. Ah, here is something for you. An odd letter arrived a few days ago, signed by one calling himself...
A poor fellow soldier of Christ.
That's right. Someone you know.
Not by sight. But this soldier has intimate knowledge of the Order. He's the reason I have found them so easily in the cities.
The letter says you must travel to Winchester, visit God's house and look for a man in white. Then recite this passage. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
All right. I'll speak with Randvi. Get a fuller picture of all this.
Do you need something?
I don't have enough medallions and stuff,
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
So, the thing is, give me a second, let me just check this. If this wants me to go to Winchester, isn't Winchester... Yeah, Winchester's here. In the middle of Hamptonshire. I mean... It's technically an area I can do, but it's not an area I can run across because I'm outpowered by more than 100... Well, no I'm not. I'm outpowered by 90 power points, which is enough for enemies here to be able to one-shot me. I'm gonna have to sail down the river and then up this sort of estuary to Winchester. We'll see what Randvi says. Let's see what Randvi says first. And what are we... Oh, just to speak to Randvi about Winchester. Okie doke. There we go, Winchester. The heart of the Christian faith in England. We got the... That'll be the letter, the mysterious password. Do we do Winchester? You know what? Sod it. I'm gonna do it. Because we are... You know, everything's content. This is still main story.
Come to me.
I do this just in case I need to have a positive relationship with her.
I want to see the Alliance map.
So, we can't... We've got Sussex. Kent we've done. So we've got Sussex, Lincolnshire. I thought I had done that. Oh, I haven't. And Nottinghamshire, which is now available for me to do. But I want to do Winchester.
Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
Let's do it. This might be a bit more sneaky, but it's
I'll
not...
make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
Yeah, this might be a bit more sneaky, but I'm not running on to do. Although the only thing is, that's a long way to sail. Could I... Yeah, you know what? We'll offset some of the sailing time by heading here, so that you guys aren't having to sit and watch. Just a sailing adventure down the river. Forgive me for yawning.
Let's go.
I have been a lot more tired recently. For those of you that know, I have had COVID twice now, and the first time it left me with the symptoms of long COVID. Tiredness, aches and pains. Sometimes I have trouble concentrating. My short-term memory is not great, but that comes and goes. Today it's just tiredness. So yeah, forgive me if I yawn during this. It's not because I'm bored or fed up or anything like that, but I'm not being disrespectful to you guys. It is literally just me physically being tired. We shall sail... How far is it? Oh, that's a good distance. Yeah, it's fine. So, the plan for this episode is to sail into Winchester, dock wherever I can. I'm hoping there'll just be somewhere I can dock. Let me just... I feel terrible yawning on this episode. I should probably be able to dock here. This looks like a docking point. So, although wait, that doesn't look good. I may not be able to get right into... we'll see what it looks like. It could just be the way it's drawn on the map. Yeah, so the plan for this episode, given we're only 7 minutes in, is to try and do Winchester, basically. No, we will not be raiding that because we are outclassed here. You can see how shallow the water is here, right? Because the water's clear and you can see the sort of silt and sand and mud and stuff. So you can tell it gets deeper here. But that gives you an idea of how shallow the hull of these boats are. And that makes it, in my mind, incredible that the Vikings discovered America. You know, they were able to sail from Norway across the Atlantic Ocean. But not quite across the Atlantic Ocean. I think they were wise and sort of hugged the sort of northern... Try and get my geography right here. We'd have sort of been North Atlantic type route. But yeah, no, oh no. That's not good. Right. Sorry guys, if I'm quiet for this next few minutes, it's because I am... struggling to do this. Let's see how I get into it. There's a hole in the ceiling, but there might be a locked door between me and it. This will give me an idea of whether I can compete here or not. So I can... can assassinate them, but you see the power difference there. I was gonna say somebody saw me kill him, but I don't care. Back onto my boat and sail south. Oofed. Yeah, this would have been boring for you if I'd had to run across the country not being able to Come on, let's go.
Let's have a song.
Yeah, much easier for me to go in and do that myself. I could have raided it, but no point. None of my guys are about the same power level as me in terms of what they can survive. I know they don't have my attack strength, but their survivability is tied to the power level of Ravensthorpe, and they would have they would have all been hitting the deck within a couple of hits. So would I, to be perfectly honest. If I'm having to do the QTE to assassinate people, that's when you know that that's quite a powerful level. So yeah, we'll hope that there's no more chains. We'll also hope that we don't get like the river barricades. Sometimes bandits throw them up, and I don't. Even the bandits are going to be ridiculously over leveled for me. That's another fast travel point, which is perfect. That means I can come back and mop up Hamptonshire later when I've got the right power. I don't think we're that far away from it now. No, we're not. We're really not. So that's pretty decent. It's been pretty good so far. I didn't want to bore you guys in the last episode. I know I showed you a lot of the upgrades I've done. I've upgraded the village as well, but it's not fantastic. The levels are so tiny now because we're getting level 6 is the highest you can reach. We're on village now, so I think it makes Ravensthorpe a fully fledged town, and the amount of upgrades, the amount that the upgrades cost is ridiculous. So it's going to take a while before I get there. I've done
This place is heavily guarded.
2 upgrades, and they were both like they've put a tiny bit into the bar on Ravensthorpe, so just a teeny bit nervous about doing that. I've also got a couple of the relics of Britain, which are the tablets that you need to get Excalibur, but I've not got round to getting Excalibur yet. When I get it, I'll probably replace my sword with it at last, because as good as the Doppelhander is, and it's certainly carried me through most of the game now, it's not going to compete with a weapon that is First Civilization. They usually have like extra effects and stuff like that. And in these games as well, so that's a good point to make actually. If you play Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I hope you do, like I know I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it. I felt it forced stealth far too much compared to the Ezio games or the earlier games that it was trying to emulate. And I didn't personally find it fun or enjoy it the way everybody else seems to have. I know there are some people that say they don't like it, but the consensus from the Assassin's Creed community seems to be they'd rather have more games try to be like the Ezio trilogy, and I'm happy with that. Like, I would play those games, but I don't. These are the same people that say that these last 3 games, Odyssey Origins and Valhalla, are not Assassin's Creed games. They are. It's just that they're big, and these people just want the short, self-contained adventures. Now let me see, where am I? Where are you going?
No raising the sail.
Sail out! Drop the sail!
Sing us a song. Sail! Catch the wind!
So this is as close as they're gonna get me. So I'm gonna have to cross a little bit of country. That's fine. Yeah, we're definitely not raiding here. I am gonna manually sail us up that tributary here as far up as I can go. Right, anyway, what was I saying? Yes, so if you've played if you've played any of the Assassin's Creed games, you'll know that any of the Isu artifacts you get are overpowered. When Ezio gets his hand on the apple, for example, he is able to... That's where I need to go. He is able to command people and kill them when they're quite close to him. And it's an ability that Altair inherited, which we find out from Ezio's memories in Assassin's Creed Revelations. In... Yeah, we'll just leave these guys here then, since that's not letting me... Let me off the boat. Where was I? Yes. So if you know that the powerful Isu artifacts can do devastating damage. I don't think you get your first like weapon / armor until I want to say Black Flag, and I think that's right. So I don't think Connor gets anything. So in Black Flag you get the Isu armor that deflects projectiles back at you. Deflects projectiles back at enemies. It's like a shielded armor set. And then in Unity, you get your first sword. And then, what was after Unity? Syndicate, you get the robes for, like the cloak and outfit for Eivor that has a chance to regenerate her health. And then it goes up and up and up from there. And Syndicate leads to Origins, where you get like... You get a full suit of armour from doing the God quests. Where's my entrance to... Oh! Oh wow, it revealed quite a lot of the map. Okay. So how do I get... There's the... So there's a village that I can go through, cross a bridge, then cross another bridge. Right, okay. Yeah, Origins, outfit yourself with another full set of armour. Odyssey, it's armour and the spear that you've had since the start of the game. That gradually gets upgraded into its full Isu form. Then there is this game where you get Excalibur is one weapon you can get, but I believe it is possible to get you can get the full set of Thor's armor, plus you can get... Oops, I've upset those poor people. Yeah, you can get the full set of Thor's armor, plus you can get the hammer. The hammer's back in Norway, and it's in a bit kind of similar to the Marvel movie Iron Man, when it's if you watch the very end of Iron Man, the post-credits Marvel scene is the hammer lying in the desert, and then that's where it gets picked up from. And I believe it's just lying in a crater in the mountains in this game. And you can pick it up, and as long as you have Thor's armor set equipped with the hammer, you get like unique special effects. Problem is, you can't go back to Norway now until near the end of the game, because the power level in Norway is above everything except Amptonshire. So a bit of a pain in the backside. Am I going to have to find a subtle way in? Yeah, I am, because that's a distrust area. Although, if I'm quick enough, I might be able to blend with these guys.
Keep going.
The seat of King Alfred's power, where hawkshit stains my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house.
Find and speak to the man in white. So, like our descendant, because Eivor is not descended from Altair, she is an ancestor of. Her line will eventually end up in.
This must be the house of their timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
Is that 300 meters and that's 92? Yeah. Up we go. Do the viewpoint just so that I've got a fast travel point in case I have to leave here and go elsewhere. But also to save me having to run across a whole city, especially in a distrust area. That could be a massive pain in the backside. There's armour in here. It looks like there's quite a lot of treasure here, to be fair. And it's raining. What a surprise. Welcome to merry old England. Both of those keys are... Is that where I need to be for the viewpoint? Yeah, it is. Fantastic. I only did that because I knew that with the roll ability, Eivor's going to shrug that off. The thing that the RPG games play with, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but it's an interesting point. The RPG games play with turning the protagonists into gods. Okay, let me qualify that. The RPG games play with turning the protagonist of the game, in this case Eivor, into a representation of what they think are gods, but in actual fact they're just the first civilization humans with their advanced technology, and they were treated like gods by humankind who had sort of evolved and come along as the first civilization was dying out, and they sort of looked at them as they used them as human batteries basically to power the orbs, the apples. And in Eivor's case, her gods are, in her mythology, you've got Odin's, retinue, Odin and his fellow gods, his family. You've got Freya, you've got Thor, you've got Loki, you've got Tyr, and they are all first civilization humans. And when Eivor finds their gear, she can manifest their power because she has first civilization DNA in her. It's how she's able to see Odin in her visions. And the same thing applies to both Bayek in Origins. It's the Egyptian gods that he channels with his gear. And in Odyssey, it's the pantheon of Greek gods that are channeled through Cassandra. And that's something that these games did. So they created a big enough world for you to then take that power and go out and play. Whereas the other games, although they might have given you objects, they were tighter in terms of story and location. And so you don't get much of an opportunity to take any overpowered items you've found and go play. I think the biggest one you get is it's either Paris or London in Unity or Syndicate. You've not got a lot of room in those games to run around with the overpowered sword you get at the end of the game, or the overpowered robes that you get in the other one, and just have like chaos. Whereas in these larger games, open world games that they've made for the Assassin's Creed franchise, you get the opportunity to go nuts. It's a large world, camps repopulate over time, you can run around and just maul people left, right and centre. And obviously once we've completed the main story, we've got DLC to do as well. So I will do my best to get as much of the late game gear or the end game gear once we are once we're done. I'll do that myself, and then we'll come back and start the DLC, and I'll do the DLC probably with either the Thor gear or Excalibur, depending on which is better. Just a typical cloudy, rainy day in good old sunny England. Just trying to see if any of them change. Yeah, they did. So we're looking for... Is this the actual place? Yeah, it is. Find and speak to the man in white.
Tristis terram atque, iluc vagabantur incertis sunt dies et noctes, in terra quoram domino quia multis eos, utiles promisit dielationem.
God's language.
The Lord takes the best of us to sit beside him.
Bishop Eivor, he is not with God. He is locked in the flaming crypt where all heretics go.
Hush, they'll hear you.
Multis sermonibus et parum habens significatione. Cum magna voce latrare canes belli cubile exalsit.
Even the mighty fall. And God's servant, the Bishop Eilfirth, was mighty indeed in defense of his God. He was a man of surpassing vigor, well versed in the Bible, quick of wit, oxen strong, meek as a lamb. But God called Eilfirth to sit beside him.
A Dane
Excuse me.
treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It's you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do. But I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
Why deny the pleadings of an unwashed pagan who aches to know God? Take me as I am, and I will do your Lord's bidding.
How great is the burden of learning for one so unworthy. But I see that no amount of instruction in the Lord's words will save your soul. Come.
I'm glad I did those persuasion. Did those flight-ins earlier.
Who am I to meet, priest? I cannot stand waiting in silence.
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush. Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
Am I gonna be betrayed and attacked here?
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke is a member of the Order as well. The wolves biting at my skirts grow craftier by the day.
How
Alfred
much
the
do you
Great.
know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. Free men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. If I made it easy for them, they might even return Sigurd to me.
I would return him to you myself, if I knew where they were holding him. But Fulke's treachery has blindsided me as well.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A health...
Very... This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust?
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the West Gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, Great King, but the day will come.
So, we are working with Alfred the Great, the same one that burnt the cakes. And now... Ooh, what's this? These are like... Some of these are historical records, and that one was literally just that. I have been a naughty boy and I've had to write a... I've had to do my lines, basically. Let's see. Can't go... Anything in here? No. Right, I will do the mopping up of Winchester myself later. Right now, we are doing main quests. I'm Alfred's guest, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to be allowed to just run about and swing my sword. So we are going to have to do this the subtle way. So Winchester's going to be a lot like London was. We'll do a bit of blending, a bit of hiding, a bit of sneaking about the rooftops, and a lot of assassination. I was nowhere near you guys.
I need to find this reeve, Goodwin.
We'll take to the rooftops. I think that's the wisest way. Winchester looks like it was probably once Roman. I didn't know that. Mind you, I don't know a lot about the Roman. I'm not a classicist, and so the history and archaeology I've learned is not the stuff.
If you don't
not
give
like
me Alfred's jewel, I shall whittle in your duck pond.
Whittle in your duck pond.
This is your last warning. Give me Alfred's trinket or I'll piddle in your pond.
So this is our search scene here. I see
You filthy swindler!
3.
I'm happy to oblige.
That Selwyn's got some stones on him arresting Alfred's man. Who rules in Winchester anyway? Is Alfred king or not?
Well, you ain't, that's for sure. So keep your mouth shut and do as you're told.
Shut your mouth, yeah? Unless you want yours to rot off in the keep.
Goodwin gone, and guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him?
Right. Now that we've taken care of that.
Papers thrown on the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks, or the guards destroying evidence.
I don't remember Alfred being a feeble king. Like, I know he lost a couple of battles and had to go into hiding. I'm gonna have to use a torch here, otherwise you're gonna see nothing. Yeah, I don't remember Alfred being a useless king, but then again, specific history of the kings and queens of England is
Broken
not
bowls, food scattered. They took him by force.
my forte.
There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison.
Where is the key? Downstairs. Hiding somewhere. Outside. There's also a letter there that I can read once I'm out of here. Iron ore, leather and fabric. I may have enough to upgrade something. No. You can see I've just about got the rations maxed out. The quiver I'm nowhere near, but I will need to do it. So this is end game assassination storyline. Like, we're taking out the people that Hytham and Basim need taken out.
Someone disagrees with Alfred educating the people of Winchester.
This is your last warning. Give me Alfred's trinket or I'll piddle in your paw.
Winchester mourns a good bishop and a strong, virile man. May he find his peace with God.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is not going to be easy. Let's have a look.
Let's see you, old friend.
Might be possible to get up that wall. But I need to get into here. And I'm not just going to be allowed to summon raiders to help me because of not to turn this place into a battleground. Oh, get out my face.
I should be cautious around here.
Yeah, you should. Don't think I can assassinate this guy from here. He's about to get a pal anyway. Oh no, I can. If I can get up there.
Huh? What's that about?
Come here and die. Is he close enough? Do this as quietly as we can. There are prisoners down here.
The prisoners might know something.
Well,
You come here often?
I am looking for the reef.
Selwyn? That bastard said I stole an apple. You'll see me pay for it.
Not Selwyn, Reeve Goodwin. Was arrested not long ago.
Alfred's man? Now that's as funny as a dose of the pox. Seems no one is free in Winchester.
I was starving. My baby son close to death.
Felling
not steal to
trees,
save your
chiseling rock
child?
from the earth, and for what? To build more prisons for men who steal apples.
okay, well, the prisoners knew Nafal, but they're at least a distraction. I don't want to pop up in front of this guy though, because I do not want him to trigger a general alarm. There's only going to be one way into this fort, and that's going to be... That's the way out. Door barred or locked? Neither. No danger. Okay, danger. Fair dues. It's a simple moving puzzle, eh? Chest wasn't even worth it. Wasn't the chest that I thought it was going to be. I got a great rune though. Well,
You die now!
Curse you!
who's next?
Try to...
Done this real subtly so far, haven't I?
The other side must be barred.
But at least it's more exciting for you guys than you thought it was going to be. For the Assassin's Creed purists watching it, you may be like, no. Mentor's trousers. Oh, this looks like it's going to be like an assassin set that's... yeah. Right, I take it there's only one way in here. Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to climb up to that, am I? Okay, let's see. Well, running about like this is not going to be conducive to...
God, what is it now?
Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
You saw nothing. Need to do this quick. He's dead.
Hey, I want to talk to you.
No, you don't.
Crawled into the brush, have you? You in the bush, rat?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But you won't live to tell anyone. Let's do this the right way.
So that then.
Helps if you come over and investigate. You'll find out. I've got a surprise for you. Here it is. Surprise! Quite fancy that book as well. Did I get that first? Oh. Well, at least he died in the grass, so that I don't have to worry about him messing up my hide the bodies streak that I'm on so far. What I'm looking for is on this level, but I need another way to get to it. Ah. Another way. I think that's the book underneath me.
Reeve Selwyn ordered executions for petty theft and mudslinging. A husband and wife to be carried out soon.
Jesus. So the new reeve that they've inserted is a bit of a knob. Door's barred, but that door is not barred. And I can probably get to that out here. Yep. Whoa! No, where are you going? What are you doing, Eivor? There's a guy down there investigating all of the mysterious deaths that have gone on. I want the book now because I don't want to have to come back here. Axe Blizzard, which is this one. Completing the full sequence adds a combo finisher. Okay. Two throwing axe abilities. They went ham on the Viking stuff, eh? So I need to get down further. To see what's his face. Goodwin. I don't need to particularly sneak here. I do now though. See if there's anything on this floor that I need to interact with. No. Next one down.
A Dane in Winchester. These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go, before they find their wolf has fled his cage.
I'll find your notes.
Let's regroup beyond the walls!
His research is above us. Ooh, wait a minute. Above, yeah. I never unbarred that door, the door to the inner fortress, so I'm gonna have to do all this stuff again. Here we go. You never know, I might need to come back.
Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
It's got to be the other Reeve Selwyn, the one that ordered the couple to be the one that ordered the couple to be executed for their crimes. Is there anything else in this fort's walls? No. Inside the garrison there is nothing. And inside the rest of the fort, the rest of the stuff's all outside. So we don't need to waste any more time here. Let's just get outside the walls so that we're not automatically attacked on sight. Why haven't you guys left? Am I still technically inside the world? No, I've jumped outside the city. Distrust area. The Danes are coming, the Danes are coming. So we'll tie this quest off with a neat bow, and then we will pick up in the next episode any more stuff that I may possibly need to do. One traitor's dead already.
I am grateful for your help.
It's a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favored reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but deviled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They're dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name doesn't rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfirth was the Sikhs.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
I found this nailed on a door. The quill wields words like a knife.
A disputation of tutelage. Pretty chatter with poisoned intent. I will look into this more.
The gallows? What do you know of him?
Must be another reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
Is Selwyn a name you know? He seems to have judged and executed many for little more than stealing ale and bread.
Of course. That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
Will do. With a blade right through his heart. In the next episode. The next episode. Oh, he looks like... You know who he reminds me of, actually? He reminds me of Snape from the Harry Potter. But yeah, he's... Palatinus Selwyn. Yeah. Came from a rich family where he was used to lording it over servants and serfs. He did not take kindly to his father's drinking, gambling, womanizing, and dissipating the family fortune. He views his lineage with shame and distaste. He had to drag himself up from the filth and shed the moral decrepitude that resulted in giving the weak freedom. Oh, brilliant. The order would give him control. Determined to save people from themselves, he set about to enforce the law, enact judgment, and rid the world of human effluence. I have come across many people like him across these games. Not given by King Alfred. A poor fellow soldier of Christ. Half-burned letter. Goodwin's research. Yeah. Track quest, choking the gallows. Alright, so thank you all again, guys, for joining me for this one. It has been a blast. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Do feel free to like this video and leave a comment on the video. I do read them all as soon as I see them. If I don't reply straight away, I just haven't seen the comment. You will get a reply. I reply to everyone. Join me for more Assassin's Creed Valhalla real soon. Take care of yourselves, and bye for now.